moving on. Manor. Now, we've talked.
Where do we start?
We've talked about Manor so much on this podcast over the last year and a half or so.
Incidentally, Graham Loudon, if you're listening, sponsorship packages start at...
Yeah. Have him sponsor the show, because at this point, we talk about him so much, it's basically free promotion. But it's intriguing because a lot has gone down at Manor again since the last episode we recorded nearly 3 weeks ago now, which is kind of crazy. In that time, they now have revealed their full driver lineup, which is like a month earlier than last year. But at this point in time, they are not only expanding into the WEC, and we'll get into that in a minute, but they've revealed their lineup. Pascal Wehrlein, the last year's and now obviously now reigning the youngest ever DTM champion, turned 21 the day after he won the championship. Pascal Wehrlein takes one of the seats alongside Rio Haryanto. Now, let's talk about Pascal here briefly first, because I think this was universally smiled upon. I think a lot of people like Pascal. I think a lot of people think he's a great talent. I know there's a bunch of German followers I have that absolutely swear by him being the truth.
Well, I think as soon as Manor got that Mercedes engine deal, considering Wehrlein's close links with Mercedes anyway, I think we could all see this coming. So it wasn't really much of a surprise, but it was still pleasant news. I think generally thumbs up on this one. Yeah,
exactly. I think most people looked quite favourably at Wehrlein, and I think a lot of people had him penciled in for an F1 seat in any case. So, great news for Mercedes, great news for Manor. It's a great talent they've got in Formula 1 there. Very likeable guy as well. Gorgeous helmet design, by the way, if you haven't seen that already on his Twitter account. Yeah. That thing is he takes Sam Smith's black and gold to a whole new level on that one. And he's using the number 94, the year of his birth. So for you young'uns out there, that should be able to relate to something like that.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah, you are old.
I feel so old. I was
2 years older, and he's 2 years younger, and he's in F1, and I'm sat at my computer with you a lot.
Oh, thanks. That's real nice of you there, Johnson. Thanks. I'm glad you sent that one along, you old
Motorsport fucking 101.
Yeah. Basically 3 not quite so old farts around the microphone talking some motorsport. Great. Is that our sales pitch from here on? Is that going to be our official catchphrase? We're not.
Well, considering we're now talking about 16 to 20-year-olds in F1, it pretty much is. We are old farts.
Yeah, it's like, hey, this is basically like what happens if you get Martin Brundle, Damon Hill, and Johnny Herbert around a table for a podcast now. It's just like, hey, we're the second generation of slightly old farts talking about motorsport. But yeah, Pascal is in, and that was universally quite favoured upon. Everybody seemed to like that idea.
Yes, I'm the universe here.
Yeah, exactly. Compared to today's, and time of recording today, by the time you listen to this, it'll be like a whole 24 hours ago. Holy crap.
Which everything can change in.
Yeah, everything, we might already be out of date given what goes on with Manor these days. But their second driver announcement was Rio Haryanto from Indonesia. Woo! I was like to call him the AOR fan favourite because of his league racing days on the F1 games. But Haryanto is in, and this one wasn't looked at quite so favourably.